Thank you for joining me. I'm coming to you from a beautiful porch view in Appalachia, and I just want to rock on this chair and talk. I know I look kind of different. I'm changing things up. When things start to feel stagnant, the best move is to change things up. I didn't like who I was becoming, who I allowed myself to become. I'm so conflicted with my past, especially what I've published on the internet. And I guess I just wanted to make a video without any filters, without any persona, just expressing myself. A lot of it will be complaining. Now, I've been very nervous to make videos for a long time. I'm not sure if you caught on to that, but I've been very anxious about this whole ordeal I allowed myself to get wrapped up in, and by ordeal I mean my channels. I don't have a very positive outlook on what I've done. I invited a lot of conflict into my life through my channels. I feel as if I've negatively impacted many people's lives. I feel miscategorized and misunderstood. If you search my name, there's plenty of stuff out there calling me dangerous, a cult leader, insane, stupid. And the not so crazy part of that, well, other than the cult leader stuff, is deep down, that's my self-perception. I mean, for a long time, I have thought of myself as stupid and crazy, and maybe even dangerous for other people. So to see it reflected in all of this hubbub about me, well, I want to say, fuck you. You know, I want to say, why would you say these things publicly? But then I realized, no, that's how I see myself. As you can tell, I've been heavily affected, stupidly affected by the result of my own stupidity. Like, I don't blame these people for being suspicious of me. Every now and then I take a look at what I posted a year ago or a few years ago. It's like, yeah, you just come across as strange. So of course people are going to miscategorize you, but it's very hurtful. It's very hurtful. I often wish I never even made videos. I say to myself, you dumb, why the fuck did you have to open your big fat mouth? You know, you got too excited too often, you got carried away. Ultimately, I feel as if I've abandoned my true needs for some kind of online pursuit. And a lot of you are probably like, where is this coming from, Devin? Like, what are you talking about? Your videos are fine, or don't listen to these people, or what exactly has happened. I'm obviously not going to get into a lot of the petty personal conflicts that have erupted in my life over the past few years, but in general, I mean, there's nothing that's happened in my life through my channels that's been great. That's been good, and I have nobody to blame but myself. I wasn't prepared to have such a platform. I wasn't prepared to interact with so many strangers. My life has been lonely for a long time, and I know many of you are in the same boat. The loneliness we feel as adults is very much related to the loneliness we have felt all along, even as babies, as children. Many harsh realizations are hitting me like a ton of bricks lately. So I just want to share them. I'm a very, very fallible human. And I'm choosing to be a bit timid in relation to the divine lately. I want to keep my feet planted on the ground as much as possible because I lost myself to ungroundedness for too long. In such ungrounded states, which I publicly displayed, goody, I felt so complete. You know, that's what's interesting about all of this. I didn't realize how manic and insane I was. It felt so natural, so intuitive. It felt special and magical. I thought I knew myself completely. But my head was in the clouds. My feet were not planted on the ground. I got carried away with too many fantastical ideas, all whilst ignoring the very practical needs that I was not tending to. Ultimately, a lot of what I've done online has been a subconscious attempt to find a community. And as many of us know, the internet is really no place to do that. It's full of conflict, it's full of finger pointing, and I mean, can you really be a complete advocate for who you are in a video? No. And my history, my internet history, is full of just unnecessary conflict that I allowed into my life, that I even produced. And it's hard to really understand why. It's hard to understand why I did all this. But it all happened, and I want to say, really, if any of you feel like my content, like my ideas, like anything I've said has damaged your life, your self-perception, your world perception, I'm genuinely sorry. A few people have reached out over the years and feel as if my videos hurt them. That's the last thing I ever wanted. Even when I was ungrounded, I really only ever wanted to uplift, to express. But, you know, who the fuck am I to do that? To take that role, to take that position? As you can see, I'm kind of bitter. And I have nobody but myself to blame. I was an asshole in many moments to many people. And if you asked me in those moments what I was doing, I probably felt so righteous. I know a lot of you don't even know what I'm talking about, and I don't exactly know either, but I just have all of these fragments of memories over the past few years. And, I mean, I'm haunted. I wasn't prepared to deal with my platform. I wasn't prepared to deal with any of this. I'm not a cult leader, guys. Do you see a cult around me? I'm generally alone. I'm a man who is very alone in this world. And, well, I didn't realize I was being inauthentic to myself. I was trying to keep the monsters at bay with my stupid self-expression, which I thought would help others, and maybe some people feel as if my content has been good for them, but hasn't been good for me at all. I now feel as if I should be careful with my self-expression. If it feels good, you better watch out. I mean, at least that's what my memory says. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on any of you. I just got excited about things, and because I'm stupid in many moments, I got consumed by all of that. So, I just am having a tough time dealing with everything. And obviously, the things that really matter in life have nothing to do with the internet, have nothing to do with one-way self-expression. And at age 30, I just have to swallow the harsh realization and accept I got it wrong. I had misplaced associations, maybe even intentions. And it's hard because this is immovably a part of my life story. And it all feels so pathetic. It all feels so dumb. There's a hubbub about me on the internet, and it's like I wasn't even enjoying myself. I wasn't. I was desperate. I was desperately trying to self-express so my inner monsters could just stay under the bed. And now you search my name, and I'm stupid, I'm a cult leader, I'm this and that. Like, ugh. Now that's a part of my story. It's ugly. But I can't blame anyone. I have to look in the mirror and take responsibility. And I do. So I'm trying to figure out how to move forward, because really I'm so timid now. I'm like afraid to do any more damage. So I really just wanted to be honest